Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, is my face palette collection video. So I have all my face palettes here. I feel like they are kind of neglected. People don't talk about them too much. They'll talk about their singles and their eyeshadow palettes, but never their face palettes really. And so I wanted to show them a little bit of love in this video. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go in like a youngest, oldest to newest, youngest to oldest kind of. I don't even know, like the palettes I've had for the longest to the palettes that I've gotten recently. So the first palette here is my Sephora blush palette. It's called the Sephora Blush Palette, but to me it's really like, I mean, blush palettes are face palettes, but this is not all blushes. So this is $28, which is kind of up there. I got this in 2017. So it's almost like 2 years old now, but it's $28 and that's kind of pricey. If you're someone who doesn't want to spend a lot on makeup, I guess, that is kind of pricey, but the quality is so amazing. And again, this has lasted me so long. The only shade I fit pan on is the highlighter, which I haven't used in so long, but it is so pretty. It's very nice in the summer because it is really dark. And I think that the reason, like, I think they might have been using this as a blush topper on some skin tones, but I don't really know. But I use it as a highlighter and I love it. It is so stunning, actually. And then this orange shade down here, I don't use this shade. I use all 5 of these other shades, and I still think the palette is so worth the $28. It is so beautiful. This is the orange shade. Like, girl, what am I gonna do with the orange shade? I'm not putting that on my face. No, some people might like it as a blush, like a peachy kind of blush if you mix it around, but I personally am not about that life. Anyway, the quality on here is just so amazing, so buttery, so creamy, so soft, but also like kind of very hard, not hard, but like the powder isn't a soft powder where like it's really too powdery. It is a very like hard powder, but it's so nice on the skin. These are the other 2 blushes in the middle here, which this one is my favorite blush in the whole thing. So gorgeous, which is this one down here. So beautiful. And the powders are just really nice. I don't know, I like them. They're very unique. They're not like any other blush I have really. And I think that like $28 again is a lot, but you get a lot of product, and it's just so, they're so nice, so like at good quality. Because I have a palette here that I'll show you is a great price, but the quality is just not there. So this one is this bottom one down here, which I like to get a little shimmer out of, and if I want a little bit of depth in my blush, I'll use that one. And then this light one up here, I mix with this one every time I use them together, just because it makes a prettier blush to me. I don't know. And it's right there, you can't even really see it. So yeah, I love this blush palette. I don't know if I'd ever get rid of it if I didn't use it up. Like, if I didn't hit pan on every single shade in here, I won't get rid of it, even no matter how old it is. And the quality, I've had it since July 2017, so which is a pretty long time ago. So and I don't feel like the quality's gotten any worse or gotten bad at all, you know what I mean? It's still really great quality, so I really love that. And I think it's a really nice palette. They do have other face palettes, which I have no really interest in trying because the shades don't look as my type as this one did, with the blushes and stuff like that. And they don't have any other blush palettes. They have like face palettes and like contour palettes or something like that, but no more of these. So I don't know, if you're interested in like a contour palette, they have those and you want to try it, pick that up, I'd say. But if you're like a blush lover like me, superb. And then next is this e.l.f. blush palette. I always say it's $5, but this is $6 and it is so worth it. Quality's amazing. Ugh. The shades are kind of powdery, but I like it on the face. I don't know, I don't ever feel like, hey, this is so super cheap, you know what I mean? So here are the 4. This one right here is my favorite shade, which is Wow, I should have done that a little bit better. I think, which is this one. This one is my favorite shade, so I think that's this one. Yeah, from the swatches. And then this one's a little bit like peachier, but almost like more like apricot-y, kind of, a little bit. And this one's obviously the bright pink. This one's deeper. And then this one is kind of neutral. Actually, I like to mix them all together. That's my favorite thing, but I always focus on this shade because that's my favorite shade. It's so nice. And I think that e.l.f. really kills your blushes, and this blush palette is so good. $6, best $6 I've ever spent. Honestly, it's so good. I don't regret it. Again, I've had this since January 2018, so it's been a while as well. And I am trying to hit pan on this palette right here, but I also think that the quality has not gotten bad since I've had it, so that's what I really like, is like if it's something that's gonna go bad, I'm gonna like I don't want it anymore, you know what I mean? Or I don't want to buy it at all, because I want to have variety when I want to reach for it. But if I feel like I'm spending money and then it's sitting in my collection and I can never use it because when I go to reach for it it's bad, then that's stupid, you know what I mean? Okay, so this next blush palette is my Perfusion 6-color blush palette. I actually got this one a while ago, and then I gave it to my sister, and then she wasn't using it, so she returned it to me. And it looks like this, and I honestly can see why she wasn't using it, and I could see why I gave it to her. These blushes are just very weird shades. I don't know. This is very cool tone over here. I'm never going to put that on my face. And then the rest of them are just weird. These are like kind of neutral, but they're a little bit orangey. And this one's kind of neutral, but a little bit pink. So I don't really know. I did wear them for a bit. I gave them a week of my project pan, but that was really it, and I had no desire to use them again, really. I'm very specific when it comes to my blush. Actually, I'm not specific because I like to have variety, but I'm also, this is like the first row. This one, and this one is the bottom row down here. I'm not very specific, but I'm kind of picky with like blush shades and stuff like that, and these are just weird shades to me to be putting on my face. I don't know. And this pink one, like, what is that? It's just like a pink shimmer. I mean, this middle one I used a little bit, which I kind of liked. This is the middle one. It looks pretty on the face once blended out. This is that shimmer, that's clearly shimmer. And then Juicy, which is this bright pink, which, oh no. That's not for me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this palette, but this was actually $4.99, $4 or $5.99 from Target, and so that's why I kind of was like, hey, let's just try it, and it really just was not a hit for me, not at all. And I don't know, I just don't think, like, don't waste your money when you have a $6 palette that is really great quality, and even though you get more in this, you're getting less quality, so it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't pick it up really. And the shades are just weird. I'm never going to use those, never going to use that, and these three I mix from time to time, but and even so, it wasn't like as perfect as I wanted it to be, you know. So I have it for now, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm probably going to keep playing with it a little bit because I don't want to, like, there's nothing I could do with it, and I like can't give it to my sister, so we'll see. Next is my Tarte blush book, and you guys know how I feel about that. I love her with all of my heart. Beautiful. The quality of Tarte blushes is perfect, absolutely perfect. They last all day. So beautiful on the face. I'm obviously not going to swatch every single one of these. They're just so soft, so pigmented. Like, all I have to do is barely rub your finger in there. Like, so pigmented. I love them so much. The bronzer in here I don't really use, and the highlighter I don't really use, but if you're someone who would use those, this palette is even better for you. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's $44, which is kind of up there, but the quality is amazing, so I think it's so worth it. And then last but not least, my last face palette is this e.l.f. Modern Metals face palette, the last palette that I've used. I'll explain in a second, but it looks like this. It has highlighters, 3 blushes, and this is another thing, another palette with the weird shade things, but this has good quality on it, so it's not that bad. The oranges on the corners, this one and this one, I don't know who's gonna put orange on their face, but it's not me. They're clearly orange, and the highlighter doesn't look too orange in the swatch. It looks a little bit more gold, but it's orange. And I don't know, like I don't want to put orange on my face. And these two highlighters I like to mix. My favorite highlighter is this one out of the palette, but it's really nice. But I like to mix those two on the end, and then I like to mix these blushes as well. So a lot of mixing action going on here, but again, it's a good quality palette. That's why I don't think that it's bad to have or bad to try if you want to try it. I think the whole collection is very the Modern Metals collection was a big hit for e.l.f. and I think that this palette is one of those big hits for me. It's like a half-half. If you really like those oranges, then you're going to use the oranges and you'll use the whole palette, but I don't. So, and this palette is $12, I believe. Yes, it's like $10 to $12, something like that. I believe it's 10 though, and 12 though. But I don't know. If I was gonna get an e.l.f. palette, I'd get the blush palette. But if you want to try their highlighters and their blushes, then you can grab this one. It's really nice. The blushes in here, the formula in here though, is a bit different from this one. So if you have this one, you're like, well, I like this one, so I might like this one. They're a little different, so I don't know how picky you are as a person, but I do like it, and I won't get rid of it, so that's a good thing, right? And then the last palette, which I have not used yet, really, is this another Perfusion Cosmetics Blush and Glow 2. 5 blushes and highlighters in here, so there's 3 highlighters and 2 blushes. And this palette is very, like, I don't know how I feel about it. I used it a couple times, and then again I gave it to my sister, and then she didn't use it. Those are the highlighters, and they look really blinding, but ooh, those look actually really good. But in the pan, they just don't look that appealing, so I don't know. I just never am like, oh, let me use that. Like, I need to use that, but they look really nice, so I gotta use it more. And then again, this is $5, and then this is the blush and the 2 blushes. Which this blush is really pretty, this one's really dark, but mixing them right might be really nice. Altogether, it looks like a really nice blush palette. It looks way better than this one. So I definitely have to give this a week or 2 in my my stash, but I haven't tried it yet. Those highlighters look really nice though. I'm like convincing myself as we sit here. And it was $5, so they seem like they're different quality even by just swatching them, and by looking at them they just look like different quality, so I don't know what's going on here, Profusion, but maybe don't do that ever again. Maybe no. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Those are all my face palettes. I was thinking of doing a collection series where I just show you like products in my collection, what I like, what I don't like, stuff like that. But I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I think so, but we'll see how this video does. And I think I'm gonna film my blushes collection next, just so you guys see. Or I'll just do collections that I want you guys to see, like my blush or my highlighters or something like that. But I started with face palettes because I feel like they're very underrated. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. I don't have a verse for today, but God loves you. Just know that, yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.